got a dead leg. Okay. Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So my name is Alexandra and I'm a lash technician, and I thought the first video to do would be, you know, introduction into the game.
Teach me the game, ghost.
Of lashing and spilling all the tea on the industry. So let's get to it. So first thing is first, I got qualified back in November 2018 with a company called Gateway Workshops. The tutor's name on the course was Oh So Lovely. She's literally lovely, it's in the name. She's so motivational, such an inspiration. Rianne, if you're watching this, shout out to you. Yeah, so that's when I done my course. It was £165. I'm not sure if that is still the price. Might have gone up since then because it was back in 2018, but I'm not too sure. Literally, even if you're not into lashing, they have so many beauty courses. Literally, just have a look on their website and they're amazing. Like, honestly, they're amazing. Like, if you haven't been qualified yet and you're looking for someone to get qualified, go to Gateway Workshops. Honestly, like, honestly. Honestly, like, the things I have heard, girl, the things I have heard, like, people are out here paying £600, £800 for courses for them to not learn anything. Like, I've spoken to girls and they're like, oh my god, like, I paid £800 for my course and I don't know anything, like, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, people are out here finessing people. Like, you need to be careful. So make sure that whoever you go to, if you don't go to Gateway Workshops, whoever you do go to, that the company is top notch. Like, yeah. And make sure you get a proper certificate and a proper qualification out of it. Make sure it's not a masterclass. So, or like face-to-face. Face-to-face classes and masterclasses are very good, but they're good once you've got your initial qualification. So just make sure it's a proper qualification, you got proper certificate, because even though in the UK you don't need a license to practice lashing, you need insurance, and without a proper qualification you can't get insurance. I paid about, I think my insurance was at £50 for a year with Direct Line, and yeah, like, I'm fine. Even though you may think, oh, like, I've personally never had like a mad thing happen to me, like where, you know, insurance had to get involved, but girl, cover your back, okay? Because you don't know, like, you don't know who you're gonna come across, like, you don't know what's gonna happen. Get yourself insured right now. Yeah, I really enjoyed the course, and we actually practiced on real people. So everyone that was within the course, we practiced on each other, we learnt the skill on each other. Whereas a lot of other courses that I have seen, you do it on a doll, which to me, okay, yeah, cool, but lashing on a doll and lashing on a real person is completely two different things. Like, people, like, everyone has different lashes. Some people have really curly, some people have really straight, some people's lashes crisscross a lot, some, like, do you get what I mean? So that's the one thing I really liked about the course, that you actually had the opportunity to do it on real people, whereas, like, instead of doing it on the doll. When I first started, I literally practiced for like 6 months, no cap. So I'd say practice is very, very important. Like, don't think, oh yeah, the course is one day, light work, I'm gonna do the course, I'm gonna start taking clients next week. No, just no. Okay, no, don't do that, because at the end of the day, you're messing with people's eyes. Like, lashes, eyes is a very sensitive area, and you don't want to cause an infection on someone or damage someone's lashes. Like, if your isolation isn't on point, you don't want to like stick people's lashes together. And yeah, no, literally practice on anyone you can find. Your auntie, your sister, your mum, your dog, your cat, anyone, your boyfriend if he lets you. Like, girl, do your thing. Like, you need to practice. The biggest advice that I could put out there is practice. So yeah, make sure you just practice a lot. You don't want to like start charging people. Well, personally, I would feel bad to even charge someone for lashes that I wouldn't want on my own eyes. So the top tip I can give is don't start taking clients until you start producing lash sets that you would want on your own eyes. Yeah, pretty much. When you first like start, I would say you can get like strip lashes. So for example, these, literally you can get these cheap ones off like Amazon, eBay, AliExpress, like cheap strips to practice your isolation. And what you can do is stick them on a water bottle and then just practice your isolation. Yeah, so you can do that. Buying the doll head and stuff, girl, I don't think that's necessary. Like, no, because really and truly, real lashes are never gonna be the same as doing like it on falsies. Do you get what I mean? So when I first started, I done an offer, £25 for classics, and literally I kept that offer on. So I started in May, I kept it on for like the summer. I started doing like hybrids and volumes later on. I think 2 months in, that's when I started. First I used pre-made fans, which, okay, so if you want to use pre-made fans, I would suggest Tatti Lashes, because their pre-made fans actually look good. Do you get what I mean? And they stay. Whereas like these other brands with pre-made lashes, pre-made fans, sorry, they're not really visible. So yeah, but I only used pre-made fans for like 2 weeks, 3 at a max, because I was like, no, like, and then I got into Russian volume. Gateway Workshops also does a Russian volume course. In order to do the Russian volume course, you need to be qualified in classics first, and I believe there's a period of time where you have had to be qualified in classics for, but I'm not sure what it is. So the 3 forms you need is a waiver form, which you need to have your client sign, a patch test form that you need to have your client sign, and a consultation form. Those are the 3 things. If you're interested, or if you're a bit lost, you don't know how to, because I remember when I first started, girl, I had no clue what to write on them forms. Like, I was literally looking everywhere trying to figure out what to write on them forms, and I was clueless. But literally now I've sorted out my forms. I'm happy with them. I've been using them since I launched and started taking clients. If you're interested, you can give me an email at houseoflabelle@gmail.com, and or DM me on Instagram at houseoflabelle.uk, and I'm actually selling downloadables. So each form is £1.99, or you can get all 3 forms for £5, which pretty much isn't anything, but you've got the form, you can slap your logo on it, edit it if you want, print it out, and your forms are there, and you know that that's all the sort of information you need to have. So I know there's people out there charging like £50, £40, £70, people charging £80, £90. When you start, don't put your prices to like £55, because lashing is a skill. So many people think, oh yeah, lashing, oh, it's just lashes, like individuals. Ooh. No, like honestly, it's a skill. Like, it is. She ain't easy, okay? So until you perfect it, I would say make the price match the skill. Do you get what I mean? So yeah, when you first start, don't put your prices sky up high, because then people are going to be like, but wait, she's just started and her prices are the same as someone that's been doing it for years and they've got better sets. Do you get what I mean? So I'd say match your price to the level of quality and level of skill that your lashes that you produce on the lash sets. Get a logo done, get business cards done, loyalty cards and stuff like that. This is my business card with my logo. Please don't look at my nails, guys. Quarantine is real.
That is real. Shit is getting real.
But yeah, this is my business card. Looks like this. I got them printed on Vistaprint. Very good, very cheap. Well, not very cheap, but it's affordable. And also, get yourself a planner, especially if you're taking bookings through DMs. This is what it looks like. And it's got the time from 8 to 7 p.m. All the dates. Got my logo here. If you want to take bookings through like a website, then you may not really need a planner, simply because like it's all electronic. So like if you go on your phone, it will probably give you a calendar and it'll all be there. Lighting. So I'd say make sure that your area is well lit. When I first started, I used to use a ring light, you know, the normal ring light, because I already had one, so I said yeah, why not. But now I use a Uno lamp. It's good. You can adjust the settings on like the brightness. I know there's Glamcore as well, but that shit is expensive, okay? And Uno lamp, I've been finding it good. So the products that I first used to practice was from a company called I Love Lashes. You can get like a startup kit from them and literally like practice. Obviously, once I actually launched, I done a lot of try and error on a lot of products, a lot of lash brands and stuff like that, and now I have like my set go-to. I know what lashes I'm getting every time I restock. I know what glue I'm getting. I know everything, whatever I'm getting. So it's a lot of try and error. A glue that works for one person may not work for another person, due to the fact that one person might like work a bit slower than the other. Like there's literally so many factors to it. But if you're starting up, I Love Lashes, you can check them out. I use their lash remover, but yeah, you can check that brand out. Now let's get to the royalties, down to the real shit. And lashing is great, the money's great. You know, you get to sort out your own hours and stuff like that. But I would say don't just do it for the money. You can earn 1,000 working 6 days from lashing. It is very, very possible. That depends on, obviously, if you've got clients coming back, if you've got good clientele, if your page looks good. Like you need to make sure your page layout is nice. Like I always say to people like, oh, what made you book with me? And they're always like, oh, your page was nice. So yeah, that attracts people. You need to ensure that your lashes are lasting. If you're gonna have like, if you're doing sets and they're not lasting, people ain't gonna come back to you. And in order to get that 1,000 in a week, listen, it's blood, sweat and tears. You ain't getting no breaks, period. The only time you're gonna get a break is if you finish a set like a bit early and then you have a little gap, literally. But more time, I'm doing shifts like 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily sometimes. But since I quit my job, I quit November last year, literally, when you bang it out, the money is good. Like I'm not gonna lie, the money is good, but don't be in it for the money, because there's a lot more behind it and there's a lot to get to where you're at and earn the money you want to earn. Like you're basically working 24/7. There's no days off in this industry, like, because you're always getting DMs, you're always having to, you know, restock, you're like always having to post on your page. It's not just like having a normal job. Yeah, I go at 9, I finish at 5, I do my thing in between them hours. Once I leave that door, that's it. I'm still gonna be getting emails. I still need to sort out my finances. There's a lot to it. There's honestly a lot to it. You need to have like self-discipline, and you need to know that if you want to get into lashing, just make sure it is what you want to do, because you're into beauty. You're gonna enjoy it. Don't just do it because you're thinking, yeah, I want money. Because if you're in it for the money, you're not gonna enjoy it, or you're not gonna do it for as long, because it's not easy. Lashing isn't easy. It's a very difficult skill. But if you actually enjoy it, you're creative with it, you do it because you actually honestly like to do it, that's when the money's going to start coming in, because you enjoy doing it. People like what you're doing. You're putting in the right effort because you like to do it. And yeah, but yeah, self-discipline is very important. Working for yourself, there's no one on top of you telling you do this, do that. Like, if you don't like sort out your slots, if you don't answer your DMs, you ain't gonna be earning no money. Do you get what I mean? So don't be discouraged. Like, everyone makes mistakes, everyone gets complaints, like customer complaints. Everyone gets customer complaints. Big brands, Mac, Urban Decay, you think they don't get customer complaints? Of course they do. Like, so even if you start lashing and, you know, you get a couple customer complaints, just whatever they complain about, if it's like, oh, my lashes are falling out or this or that, just deal with it in a good manner, but don't let it discourage you. Make that motivate you even more. Yeah. Like, if you get a customer and you've done their lashes and they complain about their lashes, but the way you react to the complaint is positive, they're gonna come back to you. Because if you fix the complaint for them and if you respond to the complaint in a positive manner, they're gonna come back to you. Period. They're gonna, I'm telling you, they're gonna come back to you. No, just deal with it in a good manner and you're good. I don't know if you've realised, I've got these tops. I've got black and I've got a white with my logo, like that. And yeah, they're just cute, man. I'll link whoever done my whoever done these as well. I can't remember their page at the top of my head, but it's some lady on Instagram. Yeah. And I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I hope it was very informative. I'm thinking of releasing a few chapters of like ebooks, focusing on different aspects of lashing. If that is something you'd be interested in, literally comment down below what you would want included in the ebook, if you would buy an ebook, or you know, and what more videos you want to see from me, whether it's to do with lashing or just beauty in general, anything. And yeah, stay safe. Bye.